They say your ex is your ex for a reason. But some people don't get the message. My ex? He made a whole fake Instagram account just to ruin the best thing that had ever happened to me. And the way he did it? Twisted, obsessive, and honestly, terrifying. Let me tell you the story. And before I do, drop a comment and let me know, where are you watching from, and what time is it right now? You won't believe how many people out there have been through something just like this. My name is Jade. I'm 29, a marketing manager living in Atlanta. I like iced coffee, true crime podcasts, and peaceful mornings. After my last relationship, all I wanted was a clean slate. Enter, Derek. But before I get to him, let me introduce you to the problem. Cameron. Cameron and I were together for 3 years. On the surface, he seemed perfect, thoughtful, funny, attentive. He always knew what to say, when to say it, and how to make you feel like the most important person in the room. But under that? He was a manipulator. The kind who masked control as care. He'd constantly ask where I was, who I was with, why I didn't answer fast enough. He was insecure but hid it behind jokes. He made me question myself in subtle ways. If I wore something tight, he'd say, "You trying to get attention today?" If I went out with friends, he'd say, "Don't forget who actually loves you." By the end, I felt like I was walking on eggshells in my own home. So I left. Quietly. Peacefully. Blocked his number. Moved on. Or so I thought. Fast forward 5 months later. I'd been talking to Derek for about 6 weeks when we made things official. Derek was different, emotionally mature, grounded, actually listened when I spoke. He was the kind of man who made effort feel effortless. One Sunday, we went to brunch, and I posted a photo to my Instagram story, nothing obvious, just our hands holding across the table with a mimosa in the background. Cute. Subtle. Sweet. 24 hours later. I got a DM from an account called At The Truth Hurts 77. No profile pic. No bio. 0 followers. Just this message. He's cheating on you. Ask him about Tasha. Or check his DMs. At first, I laughed. Thought it was spam. But something about it crawled under my skin. I showed Derek. He chuckled and said, "Babe, please. Internet trolls are weird." I let it go. For about a day. Then another message came. Screenshots. A conversation between Derek and a woman named Tasha. They were flirty. Suggestive. A heart emoji. A photo of a woman with long red braids and a caption that said, "Wish you were here." I stared at it for a long time. It looked real. But something about it didn't add up. First, the font in the screenshots looked off. Like it wasn't native to Instagram. Then I noticed the timestamps. Every screenshot had the same battery percentage. Same signal strength. Same exact layout. It felt manufactured. Still, it was enough to plant a seed of doubt. I didn't say anything to Derek yet. Instead, I responded to the account. "Who are you? Why are you doing this?" No response. Just another message the next morning. "I know what heartbreak feels like. You don't have to go through it too." And then, a voice note. A woman's voice. Soft. Whispery. "He's lying to you. Just like he lied to me." I played it twice. I didn't recognize the voice. But it sounded like someone trying very hard to sound sweet and trustworthy. Like a fake therapist. I sent it to my best friend, Cassie. She said, "Girl, that voice is AI generated. That's not real." That's when I started putting the pieces together. I reverse searched the selfie from the so-called Tasha. The picture belonged to a hairstylist in Cleveland. A public Instagram post from 2 years ago. Completely unrelated. Then I checked the user's account activity. It had been created the same day I posted Derek's hand. That same day. I showed all of this to Cassie, who works in social media forensics. She pulled metadata and tracked a proxy IP address back to a registered user who had once owned, wait for it, Cameron's old side business website. I felt sick. My ex, the man who used to talk about healing and growing, was the one behind everything. I was stunned. I wanted to scream, but all I could do was sit there and reread the DMs, the voice notes, the screenshots, knowing he made all of them. He wanted to scare me. He wanted to make me doubt Derek. He wanted me to be alone again, so maybe he could swoop in as the one who cared enough to warn me. It was like some twisted Lifetime movie. But real. I called Derek. Told him everything. He wasn't angry. He wasn't annoyed. He just said, let's fix this. Together. We reported the account. Blocked it. Filed a harassment report online. But I wasn't done. I called Cameron. He picked up like he'd been waiting for me to. Jade, he said. I knew you'd call. You're disgusting, I said. You created fake screenshots, fake voices, and a whole fake person just to ruin my life. Silence. Then. I just wanted to protect you. Protect me from what? Happiness? I snapped. I know Derek. He's just like I was. Worse, probably. You don't know him. And you clearly don't know me anymore either. You have no right to be in my life. Stay away from me. Then I blocked his number for the second, and final, time. But the story doesn't end there. Because a week later, Derek got a message. From a new account at Lover Exposed 101. Same game. Different packaging. But this time it wasn't screenshots. It was a video. A screen recording of Derek's Instagram messages, except the DMs were with multiple women, one after another. But guess what? The screen recording wasn't real. The usernames didn't exist. The layout was slightly off, the colors and font were subtly different than Instagram's real interface. He brought it to me right away. Said, your ex is unhinged. We need to escalate this. So we did. Cassie reached out to a friend at Meta and flagged the behavior as a targeted harassment campaign. We submitted all our evidence. Even the voice note. Even the timestamps. The investigation was swift. Cameron's fake accounts were traced and shut down. But that wasn't all. The company flagged him for violating digital stalking and impersonation policies. A formal warning was sent to his current employer. He'd been using their devices to run some of these fake accounts. He was let go. Fired. From the job he once bragged about climbing the ladder in. I didn't celebrate. But I did breathe a little easier. So yeah. My ex made a fake Instagram account to sabotage my new relationship. And when that didn't work, he made another. And another. He stalked me digitally. Tried to manipulate me. And he failed. Because the woman I am now? She doesn't fall for guilt trips. She doesn't get manipulated by nostalgia. And she definitely doesn't run back to the man who taught her what red flags look like in the first place. If you've ever dealt with an ex who wouldn't let go, who tried to twist your reality from behind a screen, I want you to know. You're not crazy. You're not weak. You're not overreacting. That's abuse. Digital. Emotional. Psychological. And you have every right to protect your peace. Tell me in the comments, what would you do if your ex pulled something like this? Would you have figured it out? Confronted them? Or blocked and moved on? I really want to hear your thoughts.